Hi, my name is Denise Thomas. I'm one of the GT teachers here in Hardin County, and tonight we're at New Highland for the first round of the 5th grade Lego Robotics competition. Each of the elementary schools has their own competition to start off with, and they narrow their teams down to 2 or 3, and then we bring all those schools together and they meet here for the first round, and then we do again later for the other half of the county. We like to get our gifted and talented students interested in the STEM fields, because if we don't get them interested now, it's hard to get them into it when they get older and they already have their minds made up of things that they enjoy and don't. So we introduce them to the programming and the building of the robots, and they have at the elementary level, they train the robot to make a perfect square, and then when they get to the competition, they have to figure out on the fly how to program their robot through a maze that's taped on the floor. We found that a lot of our girls are actually really good at programming, and the boys are too, but it's surprising, just from having been in education for a long time, seeing how excited some of the girls are to get in and do some of that programming, and they're equally talented as the boys once they figure out what they're doing and learn from the older students at the middle school level.
We're going to go ahead and get started. Students, congratulations for making it to this level. I know many of you had a school level competition. So this is about half of the elementary schools in the district. We don't have enough kits to go around, so we do half and half. So we're going to do your squares first, those you pre-programmed at your schools, and then we'll move to the maze that you see on the floor, okay? Just a couple of things that we ask parents. If you guys can kind of scoot back just a little bit so you're not sitting on top of the kids, they're going to be getting up and down and up and down and up and down, coming down to their maze. So if you guys can just back up a little bit and give them some space. Students, remember you cannot be on your computers until we start the timer for programming. You'll have 20 minutes to program as much of the maze as you can. And you want to make sure, just like with your square, that you're following the taped line on the floor, okay? You're not going in between lines, you're actually following that taped line that's on the floor, okay? Any questions before we get started? All right, we're going to come one by one, and go ahead and get your robots ready and set up to run your squares, okay?
My name is Isaiah Nagel. I am in 5th grade, and we were programming our cubes. That way we could win the competition. A lot of the stuff that I gained was mostly teamwork and calculations from like space. Because I did robotics in elementary school, I will be more interested in technology in middle school.
Okay, yeah, let's use the other one. Let's use this one. Yeah.
Okay, then you're going to stick to that one. I'll take that idea. Alright, we're going to stick to that one then.
Yeah, let's hope so.
We have so much time.
Alright,
You guys ready?
Yep, just about. Alright, this is your real deal here, so get it the way you want it.
Not that great.
Just nice. Good job, guys.
You guys ready? Oh, for your square? Oh, that's team 7, right?
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
No. Okay. All right.
Exactly.
Carry on.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
I'm Christina Rivera from New Highland, 5th grade, and my team worked really hard for this competition. We stayed in during recess to help with our robot and get the square as perfect as we could be, and we made sure everything was lined up correctly. We made sure that our turns weren't off, and we made sure basically all our lines were equal, and we worked together a lot. A couple people worked on the programming, and a couple of people checked to make sure it was on the line. Everything was set up correctly, and
Everybody had a job.
everyone had a job, basically. So my team worked really hard for this competition. Well, I've learned that teamwork is really important, even if you're doing something like this, like programming a robot. And I've learned how to the basic fundamentals of coding. And I've gained a lot of experience with coding because I want to be in I want to be like a computer programmer. So that basically helped me with my future career. So that basically helped me learn the fundamentals of coding and what it takes to program a robot, what you need to put into the computer.
We're getting ready to start the timer for your 20 minutes. Just a reminder, you're going to follow the line. You're not going in between it like a maze, okay? You're actually going to follow along the line. You can straddle that line with your robot if you want. You can run a tire along it. That's your choice, but you're going to follow that line that's taped out there on the floor for you, okay? You have 20 minutes. When we call time, we close the computers. Whatever's on your robot at that point is what we're going to run with, okay? Any questions before we begin? All right, on your mark, get set, go.
Wait, does it matter where I started from? No? Okay.
It doesn't really matter where we started from. Yay. Okay. So make it a little longer. Very slow.
I'll do it.
That's good.
Okay, so then it's turn right, so. Bring it over towards me a little bit more because it's going off. No, and then bring it over towards me. It's still going a little bit fast.
It goes complete.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to go over it and turn it.
No, the turn is
Yeah.
right turn.
So there's a problem because as you can see right here, it's like that other turn is. I think we should. Did you add another turn? Okay. I think that you just need to make that first turn go further because as you can see, it stopped like right over here. Then it just kind of went out and then it turned. Not pretty much. It wasn't.
If I get out of the whole program, I've never gotten out of the whole program before. I've only gotten out of it. You just said it's already programmed to do that.
Yeah, so we need to program it to make sure that doesn't go back. So we have to go in.
You don't understand. Look, that's the first program that was ever made, and then there was another program that's in program 2.
So that's why it's turning.
You want me to delete this whole thing?
Wait, no, don't, because we're going to see the password. It has to be that turn. If we do a rotation turn, then I'm confused. It'd go a little bit farther. Do you want to try rotations for the turn first? Yeah, let's do it with the turn. Okay. Let's just amp it up to 1.4. Okay, done.
1.48. Is that, look, that's really close.
Wait, does it have to go outside?
No. We can we have to go on the line. You guys ready?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay. Bring it up a little. See, that's good. Yeah, that's good. It's really bad at the end.
Okay. You guys.
All science colleges have I think we actually took it here. Just that one part. Well, we just have to decide. I mean, for 20 minutes.
All right, thank you guys. If you could pull your tape up, you guys are team 6, right?
We didn't do very good.
All right, can I give you guys a suggestion? So one of the things that you've got issues on your turns, but those are pretty easy to fix. One thing, this thing was leaning up against this tire that whole time, so you're actually creating some drag on that tire, so you're not going to get clean turns with that. So this is something that, if you're able, you can unplug that and kind of weave it up through there and get that friction up off that tire so that you don't have that drag, okay? That's an easy fix. Thank you. You're welcome. Ready? Give me just a second. Ready?
Okay.
You did a good job.
Do it, Christina. Press the button up. That's it.
Good job.
You did a great job.
I don't know. Did I do that the first time?
It was absolutely beautiful the first time.
Thank you, lady.
I'm Indiana Jones.
My name is Shelley Doty. I'm a gifted and talented resource teacher. I'm at Creekside, Rhineyville, and GC Burkhead. And this is Gina Steinbruner, and she's at which schools again?
Radcliffe, Meadowview, Woodland, New Highland, and Cecilia Valley.
And Cindy Mahone is the other elementary teacher, and you're at which?
Heartland, Vine Grove, and Lincoln Trail.
And Tracy Gillock is also right back here, and she's at Lakewood, and she's at East Hardin. So as you can see, there are only 4 of us, but we serve all of the elementary schools in the county. So all of our 5th graders work for about, 4 weeks? On this unit called Lego Robotics, and they learn how to program really quickly. So the first thing that they do is practice making a square on the floor, which is what they brought today for you to see. And they learn how to do that just so that they can basically learn the different keys in the programming process. So this will turn into a class that they can take in middle school if they show a great interest. So if they're not truly interested in this, that's okay. But if they are, they can actually talk to their elementary teacher who can recommend them to take this class as one of their special area classes or enrichment classes when they go to their middle schools. So all of the middle schools do participate, and in October of this school year, we had our first Hardin County middle school competition where all of the kids came from all of the middle schools and competed at one day, it was a Saturday, in October. And we plan to do that again next year. So now that we've learned as a team how that activity went, we're sure to have much more success as well next year. Are there any questions about how this class works or how programming works? We'd be happy to help you answer any of those questions. We're expecting our judges, who are the middle school teachers, to come back with first, second, and third, I believe, anytime. So as soon as we're finished with those awards, you'll all be free to go. Thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting our program. We don't get to do a lot of activities like this because we are stretched pretty thin, but we appreciate your support and know that we're doing as much as we can with your children with the time that we have, which is not a whole lot, but they're pretty extraordinary kids, so we accomplish a lot in the time that we have. Thank you for coming, and we'll be waiting for them to walk down any minute.
We have a certificate for all of you for participating, so let me call those out here real quickly. From Lakewood, we have Cameron Wood. Congratulations. Seth Hamilton. Congratulations. Trenton Best. Congratulations. And Cheyenne Bratcher. Congratulations. And from Rhineyville, Tyler Blank. Congratulations. Haley McKnight. Congratulations. Toby Varble. Not here. And Isaiah Nagel. Congratulations.
Those are on. That's Radcliffe.
Okay. From Radcliffe, Joshua Skaggs. Congratulations. Right here. Okay. which is that? From New Highland, Karen Barreto. Is that right? Barreto Rivera? Congratulations. Kalani Joyner. Congratulations. Joyce. Is it Stone? Mm-hmm. Joyce. Congratulations. Brayden from New Highland. Congratulations.
Liz Hilton's not here.
Not here.
Here, Brianna. Meadowview or
Meadowview, Brianna Palmer. Congratulations. Brooklyn Larkin. Not here. Not here. Ava Clark. Congratulations. Ava Williams. Congratulations. Ariana Bryant. Congratulations. Jacob Legui. Congratulations. There we are. And this is Shelly's. All right. Sorry, that back to Shelly. And are these all Vine Grove? Yes. Okay. Vine Grove, Evan Newcomb. Congratulations. Thank you. Dennis Harper. Congratulations. Scott. Is it Han or Han? Han. Han. Oh. And Cameron Price. Congratulations. Thank you. All right. All right, in third place overall, this took into account the square as well as the programming, the 20-minute, very limited programming time that these kids got. This is not easy to do, and only having 20 minutes, it's pretty phenomenal what they're able to accomplish. So it takes into account both of those scores, and then we do first, second, third overall. So in third place is Team 6 from Lakewood, I believe. Is that correct? Come on up. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, for second place, we had a tie for second place. Team 5 from Meadowview. Team 5 from Meadowview. There you are, congratulations. And Team 10 from Vine Grove. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
All right, and in first place overall is Team 9 from Rhineyville. Congratulations. Congratulations, guys. Okay. Thank you all for coming. We really appreciate your support and bringing your kids out for this. And we hope to see a lot of them next year in the middle school classes.